Want to check in with Paul. We heard Bertha has been upgraded. What does that mean for us, or maybe anyone vacationing along the Gulf Coast? I know Destin's a huge spot right now.
Yeah, I know, and it's just right off the coast. 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and generally moving towards the Florida Panhandle. So I'll talk about that, and also what that might mean for us later on down the road. Let me switch gears, because of course I am going to talk about Bertha, but I also want to talk about this. All right, you know, all that action that we had with rainfall. This is official now. The highest rain total, 7 miles northwest of Knippa. You know, all last week I was showing these totals and the week totals, and it was like 24 and 25 from the radar estimate. Well, they were pretty close. 28.23, just 7 miles away from Knippa. That's amazing amount of rainfall out there across portions of the hill country. And by the way, there were 27 reports of tornadoes that week as well. So a lot of action last week. And looking at now this is what's left over. All that water that fell mainly right in this area, all running downstream. And we still have some major flooding going on the Frio River and also the Nueces River and some of our far southern counties down there around McMullen, also LaSalle and Dimmitt counties. And we still have flood warnings on the San Antonio River down around Goliad. So still suffering from that big time rain. All right, outside the sun is coming up. It's going to be a hot one. Make sure you've got your sunglasses, your sunscreen. Stay hydrated. 98 is going to be the high. Record high 102. And that was set back a long time ago, back in 1911. We're not going to break a record, but it is going to be hot. And the rainfall total for July, 2.92. That is small compared to what some folks had for the month of July. Your highs today, upper 90s. Your heat index today, 103. If you have anything planned this evening, it is going to be hot. 8 o'clock, 95. At 10 o'clock, it's still going to be around 90. So if you do your evening walk or whatever you do in the evening, you're going to be like, wow, it's still hot, and it is going to be. All right, 75, Hondo 73, Kerrville's at 69 though, Hallettsville's at 78. On our way to those highs in the upper 90s. Dallas-Fort Worth though going to hit 104 and 101 in Little Rock. They don't have the benefit of some of the humidity that we have. Of course, our heat index value is going to be way up there around 103 for today. All right, watching Bertha, what was going to happen with Bertha? Okay, couple things. One, big ridge of high pressure here, okay, and it's kind of sandwiched between two highs, big high east of Florida. And the one around Florida is temporarily winning, and it is nudging to the north very slowly towards the Florida Panhandle. I think eventually this ridge of high pressure is going to take over and help to put the brakes and then slide right across the southern part of Louisiana. Now, the global computer models are saying that Bertha is not going to make it. Not going to make it across the land interaction with Louisiana, and with this shear coming around here, literally just going to top it over and shear it apart. And whatever's left is going to come towards Texas. Now, there's an outside shot that it could be a little further south. Let me show you that. Okay, so here's what's happening with Bertha right now. You can already tell that it's not very healthy. This is the center of circulation here, and look where all the thunderstorm action is, down to the south. So we're already seeing some of that shear already. It is a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving to the northwest at about 5 miles per hour. So tomorrow should be just off the coast of Alabama and Florida and Mississippi here as a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and then making it across Louisiana as a tropical storm, but with that shear and land interaction, looks like it will shear it apart. Now, if you want to deviate from that, I think if it does, there is an outside chance, and this is real outside, that could be just off the coast of Louisiana and the shear not be so great and then make it across the Gulf. That could happen, but right now that is a long shot, and I'm not going to go with that, but that is definitely a possibility, and of course we'll be watching that. Okay, so as we head through the day today, it is going to be a hot one. Highs in the upper 90s at 98, mostly clear skies. Pollen count, molds are light, fall elm is light. All right, tomorrow is going to be an impact day because of the heat. The heat index value is around 106. May have to make Thursday an impact day as well. Upper 90s with heat index values around 106 as we head into the weekend. Look at those heat index values. I'm still going to leave a 10% for Saturday just because again, that's a slim chance that it would bring us rain, but I'm going to leave 10% for Saturday. And then next week, 96 to 97, mostly sunny skies. And I think the first couple of days of August will also be in the mid 90s. So it is going to be hot. Just make sure you take it easy if you've got to work outdoors.